Do you find yourself hunched over at your desk all day? Do you wish there was a way that you can stretch out your mid-back? Today I'm going to show you 4 stretches that you can do to help mobilize your thoracic spine. Hi, I'm Phil Tam, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and today we're going to talk about 4 stretches that you can do to help mobilize your thoracic spine. So your thoracic spine is composed of 12 vertebrae, and they serve as the point of attachment for your shoulder blade and your ribs. So these stretches are going to be really good for people who sit at the desk all day, people who need to overhead press, or your athletes that require any type of throwing, such as your pitchers or your quarterbacks. So the first stretch we're going to do is an open book. So John's going to start off on his side. He's going to have a foam roller underneath his top leg. You can use a pillow for this if you don't have a foam roller. This is just to stabilize your lower back so we can really focus on that mid-back movement. He's going to have both his arms stretched out, and he's just going to open up his top arm and really open up that chest. Exhale at the end and then come on back. This way you really get that mid-back moving. For this, go for 10 reps with the exhale at the end and then come on back. I usually like to give this to people who sit at the desk all day. I like to use this as a break in between sitting for a long period of time. That way they just get some movement in their back and they just get some blood flowing to that area. So this next stretch is going to be a quadruped rotation. This one's going to be good for your rotational athletes. So your pitchers, your quarterbacks, any type of athletes that need that rotation in their mid-back to really get that pitching movement down. John's going to start off on his knees like this. He's going to have both arms pressed down. He's going to sit his hips back onto his heels. He's going to start with one arm behind his head. So right now his low back is locked out. And from there, he's going to open up his elbows up. He's going to follow with his eyes. And we can get that stretch in there and come back in. He's going to come up, hold for a second, and then come back in. For this, I like to go for 12 to 15 to really get that rotation in. Again, do this before any type of throwing activity. That way you get that thoracic spine mobilized. You get that movement that you need for that rotation. So this next stretch is going to be a preacher stretch. We're going to use a box for this one, but you can use a chair, you can use a bench, you can use anything as long as it has a solid base and it's about abdominal level. This one's going to be good for your overhead athletes again, or if you're trying to get your arms underneath the squat because it really stretches out your lats and really gets that extension into your thoracic spine. So John's going to set up in this position. He's going to have both his arms on, his elbows driving down. His palms are going to be facing back this way. And then he's just going to sink down, think about dropping his chest down towards the floor. He's going to exhale at the bottom, hold for 3 seconds, and then rise back up. Good, really thinking about that extension right through here. He's going to drop back down. And as he goes down into that stretch, he's going to drive his elbows down and really get that lat stretched out in that area. For this, go for about 10 before you go down to a squat or before you do any type of overhead activity to really get that thoracic extension. So this last one is going to be a half kneeling thoracic rotation. I like incorporating this one at the end of a long day when I feel like my back is hunched over, or this is good for your archers who need to get into this rotation with your mid back. So John's going to set up in a half kneeling position like this. He's going to have both arms up and he's going to think about rotating segmentally. So he's going to bring his arm across his chest, gently graze it, and then open up to the other side, following with his eyes. He's gonna feel that stretch in there and then slowly come back in. For this one, it's not about speed, it's about how you can slowly control each segment as you go. Just really think about slowly rotating out and opening up and then coming back in. Again, do this for about 10. Do it at the end of a long day to really open up that chest and get that mid-back moving. So try these 4 stretches next time you're feeling hunched over or before you try any type of overhead pressing or pitching, throwing activities or anything that requires any type of rotation.